everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, press the red button to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified for my upcoming video. It's all free. Thank you. Never be afraid to trust our unknown future to our known God. Amen. Today I'm going to show you how I make chocolate brownies, and here are the ingredients. Got a pot quarter filled with water, and I put the gas on so the water's getting hot because we need to melt the chocolate and the butter over the hot water. We need good quality chocolate, so I'm using the 70% Coco chocolate, and that's 200 grams of that. And I've got 75 grams of the white chocolate, and I've got 250 grams of butter. We need a very good quality butter. I'm going to mix that and melt it over the hot water. Here I've got 250 grams of soft brown sugar, to which we're going to whisk it with the 4 eggs in it. In here I've got 2 heaped tablespoons of self-raising flour, 2 heaped tablespoons of cocoa powder. We'll need a few drops of vanilla essence, and here I've got an 8-inch cake tin that I've greased and lined. And before we start any of the mixing of the cake in the brownie ingredients, we need to put the oven on 180 degrees centigrade. You can see I've mixed the butter into the chocolate, so now you just have to put this bowl and rest it on over the hot water. And now you're going to just gently stir it, and you can see the chocolate is already starting to melt. So keep stirring it till it all melts and becomes nice and silky and smooth. You can see the chocolate starting to melt now. And just to remind you that I used salted butter. If you can't find salted butter, you just need to put a pinch of salt when the chocolate starts to melt. You can see now the chocolate's melted, so I'm going to turn the gas down. Going to turn the gas off, and I'm also going to move this onto the cold burner and let it rest. And we're going to carry on with the rest of the ingredients. Now we're going to add the 4 eggs into the sugar and whisk together. You don't need an electric mixer, just use the hand whisker. You need to whisk the eggs and the sugar till it becomes nice and pale and all the sugar is melted. And then we're going to add a drop of vanilla essence, not a lot. Just around 4 drops of vanilla essence. And mix that. And now if you got a sieve, you're going to sieve the self-raising flour and the cocoa powder. Okay, and then now whisk all that together as well. Mixing till it's all blended together. Once your cocoa powder and the self-raising flours mixed into the egg batter, to the egg and the sugar, we don't need the whisker anymore. And then we're going to, you can see that's still nice and silky and smooth. Now we're going to just add all this lovely chocolate into this mixture. Carry on mixing it. There you go, every last bit in there, and now you just need to fold all this together until it's all blended in one. Once you've folded it all, this can go into the cake tin. And like I told you before, my oven's already on. You need to preheat your oven on the 180 degrees centigrade. So once it's all folded in, you're just going to pour it into your cake tin. This will be the best chocolate brownie and the easiest you've ever tried. Okay. Let's make sure it's all give it a tap. And that's it. Now this is going to go into the preheated oven between 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, my chocolate brownies just come out of the oven. It's had just over 30 minutes. It always depends on your oven temperature, and when you shake it you can feel it a little bit wobbly, and that's perfect. So now we're going to just keep it here, and I'm going to let it rest for at least 15 to 20 minutes before we cut it. You can see my chocolate brownies come out of its tin. It's been cooling down for 15 minutes. Now for a clean cut you need hot water, and my knife has been sitting in the hot water, so wipe the knife, and then we're going to give it a nice cut here. Then I'm going to put in the water again. I'm going to get a nice big slice. You can see it's lovely and crunchy on the top. And another clean. And then I'm going to give it a cut here. You can see it should be crunchy on the top and nice and oozy and soft in the middle. Then you can decorate your plate dust it with some cocoa powder, and that's your lovely chocolate brownie. You can see when you tap it, it should be like and crunchy on the top and lovely and oozy and soft inside. That's the perfect brownie. Now you can see I've put ice cream on the side. Now if you're like me, you'd love it with cream, but my family love it with ice cream, so you can serve it with cream or ice cream. You saw how easy this was to make. So you make it and write on your comments what you think about it, and also please share my link with your family and friends, and I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking. But until then, may God go with you and give you his peace.